Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have McFarlane Toys Call of Duty Modern Warfare Ghost. And I didn't even know these figures existed. I know I've seen Call of Duty figures, didn't know who made them, and they weren't really grabbing my attention until I saw that Ghost existed. And I got to give a huge shout out to Toyco Reviews. I saw on his Instagram that he picked it up and I'm like, whoa, my favorite character of Call of Duty actually has a figure and it looks pretty awesome. So I asked him to take a look, and if he sees another one, to hit me up, and I'll PayPal him the cost and shipping and whatnot. And sure enough, a couple days went by. I think it might have been even a week, if that. But he hit me up over Instagram and Messenger saying, hey, do I still want this? And I was like, yes, I do. So I PayPal'd him as quickly as I could, and it was delivered to my doorstep. And now I have Ghost, one of my favorite characters, in hand, in figure form. And the reason I wanted him is because he's going to look really awesome fighting some Joes, since we're getting 6-inch Joes now. But it comes in this Todd McFarlane style, I guess, McFarlane Toys style packaging. I guess it wouldn't be Todd McFarlane, just McFarlane Toys. And it comes in that style packaging that we've seen with, like, the Fortnite figures. Left side of the box, it says McFarlane Toys Ghost, and it has a nice little artwork of Ghost down here. And then I cut off, but it does say Activision at the bottom. If you must see it, there it is. Right side of the box, bigger image of that artwork, and it looks so awesome. Still got the McFarlane Toys, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and of course cutting off Activision. Here we have the back of the box. There's no bio about Ghost. It just shows the figures either from this wave, I guess, that came out. We got Woods, who's definitely a cool looking figure. Possible pickup. We got Richtofen, and that's from Zombies, and I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, and I do apologize. And then we got Price, who is a cool character. I'm just not into that look. His look just is meh. These two, I think, are the strongest on the back here. And then we got a warning that is saying the Call of Duty video game series is specifically designed to be viewed by adults, therefore may be unsuitable for children under 18. So I guess they're aiming the figures for a little bit younger than what they would recommend to play the game. Ghost, right out of the package, looks awesome. Tons of detail, which we'll dive into in a second. And then there's some things that I'm sort of like on about the figure. But he does come with a Call of Duty stand. It doesn't say Ghost on it or anything like that. It would have been cool to actually have this say Ghost. But nice thing is it was in its own little bubble and it wasn't attached to the cardboard of the packaging. The only accessory he comes with is his assault rifle. And just by looking at it, it doesn't look like it's his signature rifle, but it's close. But it looks pretty awesome. It's hard black plastic, and they did add some like silver dry brushing on it. It's just, I don't know. The dry brushing is sort of sporadic in some areas, and it's missing in other areas, and it doesn't make sense a little bit. I don't know if you guys can really see like how this side is, and then we flip it to this side where almost seems non-existent. It's pretty crazy, but the gun is nice. It's hard plastic, and you don't have to worry about it bending or warping and stuff like that. And it has tons of detail. So if you got some silver paint, I'm sure you can go in there and add some extra details and dry brushing yourself. Up close, this figure is chocked full of detail. I love the skull. I love the white pupils or eyes underneath. Just adds that creepy eeriness to him. It's just tons of detail. The headset's pretty nice. He's got the little separate like mouthpiece, and this is rubbery as well. Tons of details in the headset, the texture on the back. Even this, like this part's a separate piece. I'm going to try to take it off for the review when we get into articulation, but I mean, it is a very soft rubber, textured and dry brushed, which is pretty awesome. Texture in his shirt. This harness is actually a rubbery harness as well with washes. It washes and paints. Like, McFarlane Toys is not scared to mess with those. Like, look at that backpack. That backpack is so grimy and awesome. It looks great. Smokes. Definitely have to have the smoke grenades. Call for, pickups and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to try to focus in on his arm here. It's a little bit bright because of the light. There we go. The texture of the arm is sort of like a chalky type of flesh tone. A different color pink for where it's almost like they put the peg in and then they painted it after the fact. And then they also painted that chalkiness on the actual ball hinge right there, which I'm not a fan of because that's just going to chip off and everything like that. And then second, they used a slightly darker, color that's almost blending in. So it's like his arm and hand gloves almost blend together. It's just slightly darker, and then we get the brown for the gloves. I wish this part would have been a little bit better. The bend in here sort of looks a little gnarly, right? This section. We get tons of detail. The belt looks great. The pants look great. Very, very nice looking figure. And then we can get into his feet. He's got some nice tactical boots. And then those are painted and textured very nicely. And then we get those big old round balls for his articulation for his ankle. But this figure is badass looking. Let's go ahead and dive into some articulation here. His head is pretty awesome. It's on that double ball. Lots of attitude and articulation wise. Like, look at that. Very nice. His head can look up only that far. His head can look down quite a bit. So you do get some decent motion in there. This harness, again, is a loose harness. Even the back. It doesn't look bad because it's a little loose. But it does have this, ab movement. You could pivot on it. But there's not much left and right or ab crunch action with it, unfortunately. Arms, they do have a butterfly in them, but the butterfly, I don't know, McFarlane's butterfly joints are they're like, you can almost hear the popping and squeaking, but they work, but they're very tough. It's almost like it's like a ratcheted butterfly joint. Same with his arms going up, they sort of ratchet up. So we get some nice arm movement there. And then we get the full 360. It's tough. Some of these joints are pretty tough, so be careful. Don't break them. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. We get the ball for the wrist. You get the wrist rotation, and you get the bend as well. We don't have any waist swivel right here. And then this part is actually a harder plastic. I thought it was going to be rubber, but he can do the splits quite well. It's not a full Van Damme, but not bad. And he can kick up. He could do a Spartan kick. We get, there is a thigh cut up in there. I like thigh cuts hidden like that. Granted, when you move it, you get to see the joint right there, but I really like having that instead of messing with this, sculpt or anything like that. Double jointed knees, and they're really tough, but, it works. Looks pretty good. Then we get into his ankle, which has tons of pivot there and ankle bend, and we get a toe bend on there as well. So a lot of articulation out of this guy. This figure is pretty freaking sick. It's almost a perfect figure. I mean, its articulation is pretty nice. The paint apps on the arms and stuff, some of the paint could use a little love. But he can almost get it to where he's holding it up and peering down these sights. So you can really get him posed up pretty nice with that gun. It looks great. Except when you do it this way, you can tell that he's not really looking down his scope or anything like that. But, normally like that, I mean, it still looks awesome. Now let's do a side-by-side comparison with some figures. I brought out the Snake Eyes, the limited edition one, because that's the only new 6-inch Joe that I actually have, because I'm waiting for my pre-order to come in. This evil pandemic preventing figures from shipping around. And then we got a articulated icons, White Ninja I turned into a Storm Shadow, and they look pretty good side by side, to be honest. Ghost is a little bit bigger or taller, which I would think he would be taller than Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, as they are more ninja lean. He's a little bit thicker of a ninja because he's like a ninja commando. But yeah, so the size comparison looks great. So I mean, if you're picking up these Call of Duty figures, they're gonna blend in pretty well with these new G.I. Joes that are coming out, and plus we get some realistic guns with them that you could probably interchange between some of the Joes if you want to. But the figures, as you can see, I mean, they look great. So overall, if you're in the military figures, you want some mercenaries or miscellaneous background soldiers for your Joes, this figure and probably Woods and Price are going to be definitely worth picking up and putting into your collection. And like I said, you get some more realistic style guns with it, which is awesome. And I got to give a shout out to Toyco Reviews for being able to find this and actually hitting me up and making sure I still needed it. I really appreciate that. And I mean, honestly, that's what we need in this collecting world, is we need to be able to be looking out for one another and not trying to benefit off of one another. You know, you look out, find a figure that's in your state that's easier to get a hold of than somebody else that's in a different state. I mean, we're supposed to be looking out for one another. You know, if you're in that collecting community, that's what we do. And it's awesome that I have this figure in hand, and I'm not disappointed with it. Has a little bit of issues, but nothing that I'd be like, man, this is a garbage figure. It's awesome. And that sums up my unboxing and review of McFarlane's Toys Call of Duty Modern Warfare Ghost figure. If you like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button for me. It'll mean the world to me. And if you want to know when I'm posting up new videos or when a new one pops up, hit that bell notification so you'll get that alert. And I want you guys to show some love. Check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. You got the website down below with the promo code just for you guys to get some free shipping. So check out that website, and also check out the Facebook group. It's a pre-order group. You just join up and it keeps you in the know. Hey, this is coming out in this quarter, this is coming out, this is how much, and you can pre-order for amazing prices, because honestly, still to this day, nobody has beat Toyco's pre-order prices. Definitely check them out and show some love. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.